May is Stroke Awareness Month, and we'll be sharing stories of local people who've been impacted by a stroke. How all of us at any age can be affected. Like Christine Monteague, who was in her late 20s and never would have imagined that a pill many women take every day would have caused her to have a stroke.
I was on the top of the world because I had just gotten out of nursing school.
But that was all about to change for the then 29-year-old Christine. A quick hop in the shower turned into her worst nightmare.
All of a sudden, I just got so sick and I fell against the shower wall and slid down the shower wall, fell against the shower door, fell out of the shower.
A stroke left her paralyzed on the left side of her body.
I tried to stand up, nothing.
She attempted to crawl to her bed but didn't get far.
I am laying over top of an air conditioning vent because this is in June. The shower is running and I laid there for 5.5 hours. Totally awake the whole time.
As a nurse, Christine knew she had had a stroke. She just didn't want to believe it.
Nah, I'm not having a stroke. I'm too young.
Eventually, Christine's grandma, who lived across the street, came and knocked on her window.
I remember her doing that and asking me if I was okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
You didn't want to tell her?
I didn't want to tell her because she was such a worrywart. I didn't want to upset her.
A few more hours would go by before Christine would be found and learn the reason for her stroke: birth control pills.
I was only on them for 3 months and my world changed.
Christine had no idea she had a clotting disorder, making her more prone to blood clots. Had she been on a different kind of birth control, she might have never had a stroke.
There have been times over the last 21 years that I have wished that the stroke would have killed me because I'd just going through everything that I've had to go through over the last years.
Now, 50 years old, Christine walks with a limp and can't use her left hand, and she forgets things often. But she says if there's one good thing that's come from her stroke, it's that she can warn other women.
Especially a young lady who is thinking about being put on birth control pills. Have your doctor do some kind of a test to make sure that you don't have any clotting problems with your blood.
Advice that could save your life or the life of someone you know. And Christine shared a story with me about what she calls one of the most difficult things she had to learn to do after her stroke. We've included that story on our website. Go to KSNT.com and click on this story to see it. And Jace, one of the things that Christine did tell me was that she really regrets not telling her grandma the time when her grandma came and knocked on the window that she had had her stroke, because really when you do have a stroke, time is so critical.
Yeah, and getting to the hospital, obviously, I know from your stories sharing those with me that it can make all the difference in the recovery time. But obviously that happened to her years ago, but still obviously concerns too when thinking about pills and that sort of thing.
Yeah, 21 years later. Now, a reminder, one of the best ways to spot a stroke if you or someone around you is having one is to know the symptoms. And you can remember them by knowing the acronym FAST. F for face drooping, A, arm weakness, S, speech difficulty, and T, time to call 911.